Okay, so sometimes I get a blank stare from people whenever I say deadhead the flowers. And when I do this, it's because, well, it makes everything look better. But it also encourages it to not go through its whole life cycle and think that it's dying and just go ahead and die. It kind of tricks it into believing that it's got some life to live because, again, the whole purpose of a plant's life is to reproduce. So once it believes it's gone through its whole cycle, then it will just start to bolt, put off seed, which is the reproduction part of it, and then die. So deadheading, I'm going to show you what I do. I'm just going to pull off these dead flowers, the heads, and that's why they call it deadheading. Some of them are dry and shriveled up. See that one right there? Just gonna pull that off. These are petunias. This one's not, real dead, but it's kind of beat up, so I'm just gonna take it off and just kind of clean it up a little bit. Now this one, you have to be careful. It kind of looks shriveled up, but it's one that's actually coming out. It's new, so I'm not gonna pull that one. And then there's some kind of gross stuff in there, all mushy from the rain. So I'm just gonna pull these off. It really probably is better to not throw it down beside it. If you got a compost pile or something like that. Now here's an example of a trim. It's not really deadheading because we're not pulling off flowers, but I do see, there we go, some leaves that are really close to the ground. And like I said, that's not a great thing. So it doesn't look like it's really fulfilling its photosynthetic purpose in life. So I'm going to just, and if that comes off easy, which it just did, then I would do that. If it didn't come off so easy, I might snip it because I don't, with the clippers, because I don't want it to. Here's another one. There's one that's just, it's not serving any purpose, so we'll just get rid of it. Like I said, that's an entry point for pests and disease when something is stressed like that, and you'll hear me say stressed a lot. So if it's stressed, just get rid of it. Now here's an example of some sweet alyssum, and these are good self-seeders. They will, usually when I deadhead something like a zinnia or something like that, I just kind of toss it onto the ground. It's what I call spreading love, because these little seeds will just continue to grow new plants. And this is considered an annual, which means it'll only live one season, 1 year. Now I could collect these seeds. There's some right there, but it's not white and flowery, so I'll be carefully pull that off, and I definitely will just toss that onto the ground because I want those seeds to come back. Now I could collect those, but I'm just kind of spreading them out. Here's another one right here. That way next year I should not have to plant these this year. Last year I did this with several flowers, and they're just coming up on their own. What we call a volunteer. Okay, and that one looks really kind of scraggly. I'm going to take that all the way down to the tip. Like I said, it's just good plant hygiene. All right, see you later, planty people.